is how not to soul win. Go soul win. How not to go soul win. Right? Not how not to go soul win. Not witnessing. How not to go witnessing. That was it. She already got nervous and done messed it up. How not to witness. How not to witness. That is our skill. And like preacher's been talking about confrontational soul winning, you know, and going witnessing and stuff. And you know, you might take that wrong. You don't want to actually be confrontational with someone. You understand that?
Yes.
You don't want to be like in their face. That's the one thing you don't want to do is be confrontational.
Right, like this.
Like, yeah, gosh, yeah, definitely,
Not like that.
definitely not like that. That is not the way to witness. Definitely. You don't want to be too zealous though. You know, when you go soul winning, you don't want to be too zealous and, you know, be right, you know, cram scriptures down their face.
Believe in the Bible, or you can go to hell.
Yeah, definitely not the way to witness. Definitely not the way to witness.
Okay.
You don't want to do that. But you want to be prepared when you go door knocking, because you don't know who you're going to come up against. You go up, knock on the door. You don't know who's going to answer that door. Like for instance, if you knocked on a door and they come to the door and they said, "I'm a Jehovah's Witness," what would you say to that?
Like, I shouldn't ask them what they got for Christmas?
Definitely. They don't celebrate Christmas. That is you definitely don't want to witness like that. What if you knocked on someone's door and they said something like, you know, you don't have to go to church to go to heaven? What would you say to that?
That's an easy one. You don't have to go to church to go to hell either.
Oh, definitely not the way to witness. You want to have some small talk. You know, when you knock on a door or you're witnessing someone, you want to start out with some small talks, like some exchange of pleasantries.
Right, like maybe you should trim the 2 bushes on either side of your driveway.
I don't get it. Why would you say that?
Because I just took one out in the church van pulling in.
Definitely not the way to witness. And not the way to drive either, of course. Definitely. No, I mean, like, you know, you start off with small talk, like, you know, if they have kids or something, like if they have a baby, you might say something about their baby to start out.
Yeah, like, oh, your baby looks like a movie star.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like your baby looks like Yoda from Star Wars.
Definitely not the way to witness. Definitely not. Yeah, forget that.
Okay.
One thing you might come up against, you know, this day and age, sadly, you knock on a door and somebody says, you know, I'm an atheist. I don't believe in all that. I think that's some man-made religion. Quite frankly, lady, I think you're wasting your time. I think you're wasting your energy. I think when you die, you're dead, you're kaput. That's it. You know, when I die, I exist no more. What would you say to that?
I'd say, thank goodness.
No, definitely not the way to witness. Oh my goodness. Definitely.
One down.
Definitely not the way to witness. You know, the whole time you've been up here, I've noticed that you've been making a lot of facial expressions. And I don't know if you realize this. My mom always told me this. You know, when I was little, you shouldn't make faces because your face could freeze like that. You ever heard that?
Oh, yeah. And you can't say she didn't warn you.
That's horrible. Seriously, serious for a note. For just a second. You know, if you're outdoor knocking, a lot of times people are raised in different churches. And they come from all different denominations. And what if you knocked on somebody's door and they said, you know, I was raised in a different church. How does your church feel about, you know, do they accept different denominations?
Yes,
what would you say to that?
We absolutely do. We would prefer 50s and 100s. And take 5s and 20s, singles.
No.
Change.
Church denominations, not money. That's just Definitely not the way to witness. You know, there's a lot of Catholics. A lot of Catholics around our area. Right up here, there's a Catholic church. Right down the street, there's a Catholic church. So there's a good chance you're going to knock on the door of someone Catholic. Sometimes Catholic people I've seen very, very bold in their beliefs. And if you know, you knock on the door and a Catholic comes out and he says, you know, I'm Catholic and my priest knows way more than your preacher does. What would you say to that?
Duh. That's because you tell him everything.
No.
More.
Confession.
Secrets.
Definitely not the way to witness. All right, I think they're getting it, but I don't think you're ever gonna get it. So, you know, I think that can.
That's good. So I think they're getting tired of listening to you anyway. So can I just tell a joke if you're done?
Well, that's pretty much all you did since you've been up here. So I suppose tell a joke and we'll be done.
Okay. There's this mom that went into her son's room to wake him up for church on Sunday. And the son said, no, I don't want to go to church. I'm going to stay here. And the mom says, give me 2 good reasons why you should miss church.
Good, Mom.
And he said, well, nobody likes me there, and the sermons are really boring.
That's not good.
And she said, well, that's not true, and that's not a good reason not to go to church. And the son said, well, okay, you give me 2 good reasons to go to church.
No, he's a smart like boy. Huh?
Ah. And Mom said, well, okay, you're 40 years old, and you're the preacher.
Oh. That concludes